Hi there, in this lesson we're going to look at solving equations using the balancing method, but this time we're going to look at multiple values of x, 2x's, 3x's, 4x's and so on. So if you look at this example here first, 2x equals 10. So I've got two blue bits on this side and I've got 10 on this side. Remember, we're trying to keep the balance level. This side has got to be the same as this side, and whatever we do to one side we must do to the other side. So in order to get down to 1x, I need to split this into 2. But if I'm splitting that into 2, I've got to do the same to the other side. So if I'm halving the blue bits to get down to one blue bit, I've got to halve the yellow bits to get my answer. So let's halve the blue bits. And let's halve the yellow bits. I get down to my answer. So my answer is x equals 5. Now in order to write this, divide by 2, divide by 2. Remember to write x's back to back c's, line your equal signs up. So the final answer, 1x was 5. 2x's was 10. 3x's would be 15. Right, let's look at that idea again. So here I've got a balance. I've got 3x's equals 6. Now the way I've set this up, you can almost see that that belongs to those, that belongs to those, and that belongs to those. And you should be able to get your answer by partition if you like. But anyway, we'll have a look at it. What do I need to do to this side to get down to 1x? We'll divide it into 3. So you would do that, divide it into 3, and you get down to 1x. I've got to do the same to the other side. I've got to divide it into 3. And the answer you'd get is 2. So 2 yellow bits belong to that one, 2 yellow bits belong to that x, and 2 yellow bits belong to that x. The answer is 2. Another way to think about it is 3 times 2, 6. 3 lots of 2, 6, yes. Again, I've done the same thing over here. We've got 4x equals 12. So I've got to partition this. I've got to split it up to get what 1x is. So I've got to split it into 4, don't I? Split it into 4 to get 1x. I've got to do the same to the other side. And again, the way I've set this up, splitting into 4, you see the answer is 3. But you can just do 12 divided by 4, and that would give you 3. But if you look at it there we go. That is that group of 3, that one's that group of 3, that one's that group of 3, and that's that group of 3. So every x is 3, if you like. Okay, let's look at a couple of harder ones without the kind of picture diagrams. Now you can have 0 there. Now what we tend to find is they're actually just dividing by this number at the front. If you're looking for a way to do it quickly without the picture, divide by this number. Look, divide by this number. So if we've got 12 x's, we're trying to split it into get 1x, you divide by 12, don't you? And it's absolutely fine to have 0 here, so that will get you down to 1x. 0 divided by 12, nothing to split into 12, that's just 0. And the last thing to look at here is also you can get ones where it doesn't divide exactly. What I mean by it's hard to split 7 into 5 kind of parts, if you like. So we'll just do the same technique though. We'll divide by 5. So divide by 5, you'll get down to 1x. Divide 7 by 5. Now what I tend to do here, instead of trying to get into decimals, I would just write it as a fraction. So 7 divided by 5 is 7/5. That's 7. This line in maths it creates a fraction, but it's also a divide. 7 divided by 5. And you can test that out. Is 5 lots of 7/5 7? Well, let's have a look at it. 7/5 and 7/5 and 7/5 and 7/5 and 7/5 is 35/5. Now 35 divided by 5 is 7. That works out pretty well. Okay, so just a wee reminder of the basic kind of balancing technique with two-step equations. One-step equations. So if you've got x plus something equals 9, you do a takeaway. You do the opposite to both sides. If you've got a takeaway, you would add to both sides. It's kind of like doing the opposite. If you've got a multiple value of x or any other letter, you divide by that number there. You can see 3x equals 18, divide both sides by 3, and you'll get x equals 6. That's the kind of basic idea of one-step equations. And remember, you can get fractions and you can have things equal to 0.